So we have been doing the first part and the second part of functions of management, that is planning and organizing. Now within organizing there is a concept known as delegation of authority. Now when I'm talking of delegation of authority, what do you understand by authority? Authority is the power or the control that you have over others. Now when I'm talking of delegation, so delegation is a new term to you. Now delegate, what is delegate? It means, then suppose I have been given a task by my head to do something, and if I feel that I will not be able to do that entire task on my own, what I can do is I can simply distribute that task to the ones who are my subordinates. My head has given it to me and I can distribute that work to my subordinates or my the fellows. So what is that procedure of distributing the task or responsibility? It is known as delegation. Now, that delegation can be for a short term or it can be for a longer term, like it can be temporary or it can be permanent. So, I suppose you are very much clear like what is delegation of authority. It is, you can say, the process or the procedure by which we are distributing either the tasks or the responsibilities, and if there are any associated decisions that we need to take with those responsibilities, that is also handed over to the subordinates or the other employees. Now this subordination handover tasks or responsibility can be for a shorter period of time or it can be for a longer period of time. So that is delegation of authority. Let's just start with the understanding of what is delegation or what is the delegation of authority. Now we start with explaining that a manager alone cannot perform all the tasks that are assigned to him. In order to meet the end targets or in order to complete the assigned task within time, he has to delegate authority. Now, delegation of authority means distribution, as I told you, or division of authority and powers downwards to the subordinates. Suppose there is the principal, there is the HOD, there is the COD, and there is staff, and there is the students. Now, something principal has given to the HOD, he is further distributing the task into the COD. Further, COD assigns tasks to different faculty members. Now, that faculty members can do it on their own, or they might even give the task further to the students. So, delegation is about entrusting someone else to do part of your job. If I am supposed to do something, suppose I have to prepare a video in which we have to give the praise, we have to praise our college. Now, that task is assigned to me. Either I can speak up for 5 minutes, or what I can do is I can select five students who will speak for one minute. And generally, I will pick up those five students only which I know will speak good. So it is entrusting someone who can do my work for my sake. Now, delegation of authority can be defined as subdivision and sub-allocation of powers to the subordinates in order to achieve the effective results. Now, when I've talked of authority, there are elements, there are something which authority consists of. There are three elements when I'm talking of authority. Now, what are those elements? Authority, responsibility, and accountability. Now, if I'm talking of these three things, now let's just talk of the very first thing, that is the authority. Now, when I'm talking about the authority, it is, I told you, it is the power or the control, and that is the right a person has which he can use and allocate resources efficiently so that they can further take decisions and give orders so as to achieve the organizational objectives. Now, this authority should be very well defined. Whoever is having the authority should know what is the scope of their authority, and they shouldn't misutilize it. Now, if I have the authority that I can get a work done from the students, then I should know that I cannot give any work to them on the personal front. Like, I cannot ask a student to go to the market and buy something good for me. I know if I have the authority to get work done from the students, it should just be something related to the college. And even the time should be well defined, that I cannot give a task after 2:30, because that is the close of the college timings. Then the responsibility. Now, if I am giving you the authority, So you become obliged, it is your duty that whatever task has been given by me to you, you should complete it before time. Now, a person who is given the responsibility should ensure he should accomplish, he should finish up the task that has been assigned to him. Now, if I give you a task and you do not complete it on time, then you have to give explanations, or you have to give excuses that what was the reason that you could not do it or whatever. And generally, the authority flows from the top management to the lower, and the responsibility flows from the lower to the top management. That is the reverse arrow, or the you can say the control of power, upward and downward. And the last one comes accountability. मैंने आपको कोई काम दिया, आपने वो काम कर दिया. I had given you suppose 2 hours time and you have completed the work, but you have completed it in 4 hours, and that too कि आपने वो टाइम, अगर मैंने आपको बोला था 1 मिनट की वीडियो, तो ये तो नहीं कि आपने वीडियो बना के भेज दिया कि वो 30 सेकेंड्स की बना दी है, या वो 1 मिनट 30 सेकेंड्स की बना दी है. सो हाउ डू वी एक्सप्लेन दिस अकाउंटेबिलिटी? वी एक्सप्लेन इट दैट we need to explain the reason, or we need to give the justification of the reason if there is any mismatch between the expected and the actual results. So if the expected results and the actual results, they're not matching, that means there is some variance, there is some deviation. So we need to give reasons, so that is you are accountable also for whatever wrong or whatever right you have done. I suppose this is very much clear. Now let's just move on to the importance. Now importance, इतनी बात हमने कर ली कि मेरा काम मैं अकेले नहीं कर सकती. I need people to join me, to help me in my work. So how do we define that what is going to be the importance? Now we say that when I'm talking of importance, तो इम्पोर्टेंस में सबसे पहली चीज़ तो यही आ जाएगी कि एक इंसान सारा काम खुद नहीं कर सकता है. सो व्हाट डू वी नीड टू डू? वी नीड टू delegate the authority. So what it is going to help? It is going to help the executive to do, or to just portion his work and assign to the subordinate, so that more time can be given to one task. मुझे एक ही टाइम पे 4 टास्क करने हैं, उसके बेटर है कि मैं वो 4 टास्क में 3 सबॉर्डिनेट्स में डिवाइड कर दूँ, एक अपने पास रख लूँ, तो वही टास्क बहुत अच्छे से हो जाएंगे. सो इट विल हेल्प इन इफेक्टिव फंक्शन. देन इट हेल्प्स इन quick decisions. Now, why does it helps, or why it makes possible to push the decision? Because what happens is that we are making it to the lowest, we are giving the information to the lowest level. So जब every information is being passed over there, we know that they are competent enough and they are willing to make the decision. So वो अपने decisions अपने end पे ले लेंगे. If I have given you that 1 minute task, you need to do 1 minute की वीडियो बनानी है, you know whether you are going to just speak and speak, or you are going to put a ppt into that, or you're going to put some other clip, or you're going to put some photograph into it. You know that better, so it is helping in taking good और क्विक डिसीजंस. देन रिडक्शन इन मैनेजरियल लोड, जहाँ मैंने 4 काम करने थे वहाँ मैंने सिर्फ एक काम करना, बाकी 3 बाकियों ने कर देना. सो वी विल बी we'll know that how to allocate or how to attend the minor or routine types of duty, क्योंकि मुझे पता है ये रोज़ का काम है मेरा. Then it leads to specialized service, क्योंकि मुझे पता है if I have 4 students with me, I know who is better in what thing, who is better in making videos, who is better in making an Excel sheet, who is better in combining everything and putting it to one, and who is good in at public speaking. तो मैं वैसे ही टास्क असाइन करूँगी ना. सो इट हेल्प्स टू टेक द you can say the benefits of being specialized. Then aid to employees development. Now you are being given all the jobs, नए नए jobs मिल रहे हैं आपको, नए नए challenges मिलेंगे. So उससे क्या होगा? You will be developing as a whole, you will be grooming yourself, and it is going to promote your job satisfaction. Then it can be a training ground for executive ability. Now when we talk of training, training is when you are being groomed for the present job, and development is when you're being groomed for the present as well as the future jobs. So when I am giving you a task and you are facing some problems, then I can easily know and I can analyze the situations that you are not good in a particular task that I have assigned to you. तो मुझे क्या हो जाएगा, अगली बार whenever there is going to be a relevant training, I will ask you to join that training and I'll ask you to enroll yourself in that training. So this is how delegation of authority is important, or you can say these are the advantages, or this is the need, that why do we need delegation. So after this I have mentioned the references, you may please follow them, and thank you for joining.